Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Chicago Bears. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Who goes tonight? Line 20, Ric Flair.
I got him.
52.
Check, 59. Watch the run.
Goff on first down. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is gone. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike, check, 59.
Horrible.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Hey, Mike's 7. Here we go.
Goff now to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Robert Quinn make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Goff. They were able to win last week. And the pressure gets to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Trubisky going deep this time for Miller. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And Woods has it complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A shotgun snap for Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, but it'll be second and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal.
Cut. 180. Hardball.
Get up. Mike, check. 59. All day, dog.
Value 1.
Watch the twist. Jam.
Greystone, travel.
Just beating the play clock is Goff. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check. Fresno.
Alert.
Check 59, Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, dude.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
12.
You ready, me?
12.
After the interception, here's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Hey, 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Know your job.
2.
58.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
17 yards on the play.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
58 to Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
58, right over.
Super. We're good, we're good.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
3rd and 2, Goff. He gets it to Brown, complete. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
At the 48-yard line.
Cut. 180.
Right. He's tied right here, he's tied on the right.
76, tell him. 76. Touch.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Put up. 180.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 43. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky going up top for Miller. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43.
Hey, exit.
43 is the Mike, boy, 43. Check, 43. That's right.
Now Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 43 yards. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
Hey, Delta.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. David Montgomery, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Being chased out left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Maverick.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. With a catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Goff now looking to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. On first down, it's gone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had two nice interceptions a week ago. Now two here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there for Chicago. 44 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. After the sack on first down, Trubisky. And Graham's got it. Complete. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check out Humphrey. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them.
And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner, Kyle Fuller. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well.
18. Hey, team 6.
Mine's 59. 6 man. Check girl. Check girl.
2nd down and goal. Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. 2-yard touchdown grab as the Bears push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go.
We go. 76. 76.
Play action. It's gone. Dancing to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Goff. Got a man, it's Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 8 yards.
180. Hey, 76. 76. 76. Super.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Under 10. Under 10. Hey, Alpha.
Again, Goff. This will be caught by Brown. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Goff now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. To the air again, Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go
under pressure again, and down he goes again. To Sean Gibson. Give him the sack on the safety blitz. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
He's checking these things.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Brown. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
76, kill him.
On 1st and 10, gone. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 8 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was pump the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm letting you know right now, you better break.
Move.
24's the mic. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
Hey, Charlie.
Don't let him breathe, defense. 24's the mic.
Hey, 18.
24's the mic. Here we go.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Lets this one rip toward Graham. They got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Hey, ball.
43's the mic. You're trapped.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And out of bounds right around the 20. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Alert.
43's the mic, boy. 43. Check. 43. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Rush in, rush in.
Racing. Ran, go.
59. So we got man. 59's Mike. Check, 59. Right.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's David Long, the rookie from Michigan, who picked it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. So officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Akers, and this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
Listen.
Watch 59.
Hey, orbit.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Mavericks wall.
59.
They are going for it. Goff. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Mike 59. Come on, the ball. 59's Mike. Check, 59.
Blue. Ran, top.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Trubisky. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Here I come again. I got it. 43 to Mike.
Ran, top. Hey, Haywood.
43 for Mike. Crunch time, defense.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. To throw is Goff. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Brown. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Jared Goff, 4 times last year he led the Rams on a fourth-quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Running right, here's Brown. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, let's go. Go, Brown. Brown. Brown.
Bang, 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 bang.
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
I'm scared.
On 2nd down now, Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Goff. And Woods has it complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, this from 46. And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Chance, chance, chance. '43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, check. 43.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Switch.
Now on 2nd and 16. Trubisky. And his pass incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is knocked away and incomplete. But I think it was a free play. Let's check the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards is the pickup there at a 1st down for L.A. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. Now it's gone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
They'll look to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
20. Switch up, switch up. Value 3, value 3.
Right, check, 59. If you don't get this one.
Hey, exit.
Gone. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Back to throw. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. Touchdown, Robert Woods in the final minute, and the Rams are going to jump back in front. Point after, right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases,
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. Here's Trubisky. And this is going to be a safety as Trubisky gets swallowed up in the end zone. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they give up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for L.A., they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles